Welcome to my YouTube channel, Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. Lovely to have you join me. We're going to be doing a card reading for Cancer, and this is for the 15th through to the 30th of June. As you know, the readings are general, so they can't possibly fit everybody's situation, but I do hope that you find some gems in the reading that's going to assist you as events unfold for the rest of the month. If you'd like to have a private reading, my details are in the description box below. You'll also find some information about the book I published, The Power of Soul Loving, A Spiritual Guide to Love and Freedom, which is on the banner behind me. I've also included some details around the cards that I regularly use in case you're curious about that. Now, if you're enjoying the readings and you're getting some benefit out of it, please let me know. Give it a thumbs up and perhaps leave a comment for me. That's always very helpful. And share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you get a notification every time I post a reading. Now, I do on average weekly reads, I do monthly reads for each zodiac sign, and I'm also doing love readings for each month for every zodiac sign. So you can find those on my channel. Just look at the playlists and they'll be easy to locate. All right, Cancer, let's get into it to see what's in store for you for the rest of the month. So Cancer, let's take a look at the general theme that's unfolding for you between the 15th and the 30th of June. So we're asking Spirit to give us the overall energy, the likely things that are going to unfold for you for the 15th through the 30th of June. Okay. All right. So you're starting out with a really positive and upbeat energy, Cancer. So we've got you with your the equivalent of the Ace of Wands here, which means you're following your dreams. You're very inspired. You've got a lot of upbeat energy at the moment. Feeling quite excited about life and passionate about your purpose and what you want to achieve. So it starts out with very positive energy, which is fantastic. And it's followed by new love energy. So this may be new love in terms of relationship. It could also be your new passion or renewed passion for your purpose. And so again, it's the Ace of Cups. So it's all about new beginnings and you starting a new cycle in your life, Cancer. There's plenty to celebrate and you are focused on creating abundance in your life, good times. You know, we can see this through the Three of Cups. So you are really forward focused at the minute and you're very excited about what you're going to build and what you're going to create. It's really beautiful, positive energy, very creative energy that's starting off the read here. You are not seeing any obstacles. You're only seeing what it is that you want to create and you're full of this beautiful energy. And for the most part, this is how it continues for the rest of the read. We have one little moment here where you are feeling perhaps a little stressed and a little anxious. And perhaps, you know, like all of us, when we're starting something new, there's always an element of, I don't know. And it's the uncertainty that sometimes we can stress over a little bit. And it can also represent a lot of conflicting opinions from others that's causing you to be in a little bit of overwhelm. So you've gone into this sort of self-protection energy. You're a little bit run down and perhaps just a little anxious, a little bit perhaps in your thoughts. But I don't see that as a lasting energy. I feel like it's just a moment in time where you're feeling a little stressed about the whole newness of everything. Maybe it's just dawned on you that, wow, this feels a bit bigger than I thought, possibly. But in any case, there is a real sense of teamwork and support for what it is that you're doing. Now, for those of you who might be in a new relationship, you are feeling very connected with your special person, and that's lovely. There's a sense of we're in this together. If it's not a love relationship, it's a partnership. Either a close friend, or it could be a business partnership who's there to rally you and there to be your advocate and support you on this new cycle and this new change, and ready to say, hey, I'm there backing you with this beautiful decision for you to begin this new part of your life. And so that's feeling very fulfilling. And so, isn't it great to know that we've got the support when we're feeling a little bit anxious about life? And that could be just in a very dear friend, or it could be in your special person, your partner in life. So there will be moments where you're going to have to re-energize yourself, and I dare say that the supportive people, your tribe, are going to be there for the moments when you perhaps not knowing what's the next step. Maybe you are needing a little bit of support to get going with some ideas, and just to keep you on that path of momentum, to encourage you and to continue supporting you as you're starting out. Because we all know when we're first starting out with something, it requires a little bit of extra energy and encouragement at the beginning of the journey to keep the momentum going. And it seems to me that it works, because you end up with the Three of Pentacles, and you are focused on what it is that the steps that you need to take to keep the momentum going, to create balance. And you can see that the energy here, you are forward focused, which is perfect, exactly what you should be doing. And you're starting to now convert that wonderful feel-good energy into action steps, which is really important, to get yourself in that momentum. Let's see what's coming up in terms of guidance for the journey ahead from the Wisdom of Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit. What guidance can you give in terms of the journey ahead? Direction. What else? I'm seeing more support here, more guidance around supporting you for this beginning journey. Now, we've got the Exchanging Gifts card, and this is where it's really helpful to partner with people to understand who your tribe is. That's, there's give and take here. And when we're hanging out with like-minded people, they're there to support us, as I'm getting the sense with this card here. And it's really important to know who's on the journey with you, that is prepared to the two of you have this equal exchange to assist you. So it works both ways, and that's a really great way to approach anything in life, to be honest. It's talking about the law of giving and receiving, and about exchange. So you're entering into a very productive and enriching time in your life, and there are plenty of opportunities around you at the moment. So it's really important that you keep your awareness and to seize the moment when these opportunities come up. So it may be at times that you need to swap skills or talents with someone else in order to make something happen, to make it possible. So somebody may be needing a little bit of your talent and experience in exchange for what they can give you. Great to collaborate with people. That's an important part of the journey of growing. It's also about you committing your heart and soul to what you want to pursue. It's about putting your all into it and really connecting in with your purpose and loving what you're doing. This is important to you, and so this is your dream. This is the dream that you want to pursue and that you want to bring alive. And we know this is the overarching energy for your reading, Cancer. So everything else is about making this happen and enjoying the process, enjoying the moment. So there's certainly lots of joy here, and there's lots of joy and celebration here. This is your moment to shine. This is your moment to really love what it is that you're doing. So in order to make it happen, we've got to learn to work with others. We've got to collaborate, exchange, and be in that dance of give and take, and doing what you need to do and being who you need to be. So rather than be guided by your fear in this situation, which there's a little bit of fear happening here, rather than be guided by your fear, it's important that you don't deplete yourself. You look at balance in your life, balance and moderation, and it's not about just doing all the time, okay? It's about being balancing your energy, using your energy wisely, and being mindful of the value that others can bring to your life as well. So that's the equal exchange. That's the best way to approach pursuing your dream. In terms of love relationships, that's also really important. You know, the best way to foster any relationship is the equal exchange, the listening, and as well as the speaking. Are we listening well? Are we having an equal exchange when we come together, giving and receiving? So Spirit is also asking you to be open at this point in time to accepting all the blessings that are coming your way. You know, open your heart, let this beautiful energy flow through you so that you're attracting all of the open doors, the good experiences. People are going to come into your life to help you and support with you and work with you. So as you are acknowledging what you have to offer in terms of service and the gifts and the ideas and the talents that you have and your energy, the more that you're putting out there, the more the universe is recognizing what you have to offer and is going to return that back to you. Again, it's the energy of equal exchange here. So this is really great. This is a great energy to be in. I'm sorry for the outside noise there. Yeah, so moving right along. So it's an important thing to know. Then we've got the chop wood card. So again, this is a little bit about, well, what steps need to be taken? What are the next steps? Well, it's basically about doing the do. So when we're advised to go and chop wood, it means we've just got to get the job done. There are things, not always things that we want to do, but things that are needed in order to progress ahead. So it's about the everyday things. You know, in order for the dreams to come true, we have to do the simple everyday things as well, and not to ignore those. So, in order to sort of really manifest your goal, we've got to really make sure that we don't take our attention away from our goal. So all about chopping wood is also still staying focused. It's not removing your focus from the end goal. It's maintaining your focus, and it's about consistency of effort as well. So when we're consistent with our effort and we maintain our focus, we are more likely to achieve our goal than if we get distracted or we put in a little bit of effort and then nothing. Again, that it supports this equal exchange of giving and receiving energy. Yeah. In terms of relationships, this is a message about making sure that you, in terms of your heart, that not everything has to be hard in order to achieve or to attract love in your life. You know, relationships go through the ebbs and flows. They go through lulls, and they go through, you know, times that feel more enriching. But sometimes we've just got to acknowledge that doing the everyday things are just as important as the special moments of celebration. In life is not always about party mode all the time, and that, you know, there's the everydayness of life. But that's all part of the mix. And again, it's about creating that balance in our life. And that's how we build a strong foundation in relationships. It's having a balance between, you know, the good times and the ordinary times. So that's just a little bit of a reminder from Spirit in terms of relationships. So in the kind of focus that may be most beneficial in your relationship now is just the very simple things, and including just being present. We don't need to always be putting on a special moment or going out of our way. Just the idea of being present to your partner, listening from the heart, is the advice that Spirit is giving you at the moment. Just being. So again, it's that balanced energy, and this is a very strong message that's coming out in your reading, Cancer. Is about the idea of balance, cooperation, collaboration, doing the do, getting a nice even balance between the party times and the day-to-day things. I really like that, and we see balance in our efforts as well. Balance between the party and the doing, celebrating and the doing of the things that need to get done. And then we've got the go the distance card. So, sometimes we can do an all-out burst of energy, but what is most important, as I was saying before, is consistency. So what have we got here? Number 47. So consistency of your effort and staying focused on the goal. So here we go. Consistency and staying focused on the effort. So to bring your dream to life, you've got to think about the long term and not so much about the fluctuations in the current experiences. So joy and disappointment happen. That's the way of life. But there's no need to fear the occasional obstacle, Cancer. That's going to happen in life, and it's not about sprinting to the finish line, as you can see here, because we know that the cheetah can have a huge outburst of energy but can't maintain that. So again, it's about consistency, it's about endurance, it's about inner strength and inner fortitude at this point in time, and this is what's going to carry you to the finish line and to help you to achieve your goals and your dreams. So, here's also about remembering that what is truly yours, Cancer, what is your dream, nobody can take that from you. Always keep your dream at the focus of what it is that you're achieving and that you're moving towards. Your dream is your dream and nobody else's. In terms of relationships at the moment, you're also calling in a relationship that's going to last for the long term here. Through the ups and downs of life, and this is what you want. You want a long-term partner, you want consistency, you want someone who's loyal, who's there through the good times and the bad times. Now, harmony doesn't mean that there's never going to be a bump on the road. We do get bumps in life, and that's just the way it is. But a relationship that can withstand the test of time and endure through the difficult times is what you want. That's true harmony and unity in a relationship. So, in order to create that situation, you've got to listen with your heart. You've got to be tuned into your partner. And, come at it from a give and receive energy, a complementary energy, How lovely is that? I'm loving this read. It's beautiful. Let's see what the Angel Tarot deck has to expand on this message. So far, I'm really feeling like the focus is, the overall theme of your reading, Cancer, is talking about you following your dreams. Now, we haven't sort of got any idea about what that is, but Spirit is helping to guide you on how to make that happen. And certainly there is a special person in your life which perhaps is a part of you following your dreams. But yes, it is about equal exchange, creating a balance in life, looking at the long-term stability, long-term endurance, and that's the way to get there, the way to achieve your dreams. But it does sound very positive, and So we've got the moon energy here. Okay, so we are having to deal a little bit with some fears that are coming up for you. And the moon energy is typically those things that are hidden beneath the surface, you know, things that we're a little bit afraid of, perhaps we don't want to face. But it's really important that you release your fears. And perhaps a really good way of doing that is to speak with your partner about your fears, to share your fears with someone else, bring them to the surface. That's what's important here. And in the process, you're going to have some very important awarenesses, Cancer. This card is referring to having psychic insights. So let's just say you're going to have some heightened awareness around things and about yourself. So do your best to shift that energy. If you're finding that you are stressing a little bit and that you are a little bit worried, you know, I feel that you've got support with you and that perhaps this is something that you can share with your partner. Because, you know, if we pretend that life is all roses, then it's not reality. And Spirit is saying it's the ups and downs of life. That's how we experience, that's how we establish longevity and sustainability in following our dreams, is acknowledging that it's not all about the up times. There's also, you know, the not so great times, and about, you know, achieving a balance. So if you are concerned and you do have fears, then share that with someone and let someone help you through that process to bring you back to center again, to bring you back, you know, instead of feeling the extremes of something, to bring you back to the neutral position where you can put it on the table and address it, and create some balance in your life. Yeah. Great advice, great guidance here from Spirit. What else do we have, Spirit, for Cancer? What else? I'm loving the way these cards are consistent. Now, there was a lot there. I wasn't expecting all of that, but let's just see. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, we've got the King of Water here. Now, again, the advice from Spirit is for you to open your heart and mind to those around you and to start trusting others. You're going to receive from someone who you do trust, perhaps a mentor or a wise person or a more experienced person. You're going to receive some advice to assist you, because it would appear that something or someone is coming in, you know, a speedy event that's going to require you to respond quickly. Now, the advice from Spirit is that it's important to take your time to review the options rather than have an impulsive reaction, and give yourself that sort of space to come up with a creative solution. Now, perhaps it sort of puts you on your guard a little bit. The Knight of Air is swift action and swift communication, so things happening quickly, and maybe that kind of surprises you a little bit, and you're realising that you've got a complex decision to make. So we've got the Seven of Water here, which is requiring you to check out the options that are being placed before you. So, you know, at some point you're going to have to tap into your intuition to what feels right. It kind of does upset the balance a little bit. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit emotional, but you've got choice. So you've got to go and get some information and do some research, so that you can make a decision, because it would seem from the Two of Air card, you are struggling making a decision. So you're feeling stuck, perhaps a little fearful of making a decision. And sometimes when that happens, when it feels a little bit too overwhelming, we can pretend there is no problem. But Spirit is saying, no, you need to stop procrastinating. You actually do need to go ahead, and the best way to solve that is to get more information. So, you know, approach this King of Water. Perhaps this is somebody that you know, who is a wise person, can give you a little bit of advice. They can be trusted to steer you in the right direction, and that's going to help you make your decision. So that's interesting that this is coming up for you. Yeah. And you know, this is also part, it's an opportunity, but it's also part of your, it's sort of like a test to help you develop that trust in yourself, and to let go of fear when it comes around to making decisions, especially when it's about something that is perhaps new to you and you don't have any confidence around the situation. This is going to help you to develop the muscle of letting go of fear, trusting in advice from other people, you know, putting things on the table to talk about, and certainly going and doing your homework around the issue, so you've got some more information, so that's going to help you make the decision. All right, so what is the outcome of this decision? Do we have an outcome, Spirit, for a Cancer with regards to the decision that's being made? Do we know what the decision is about? What else? What else do we know about the decision? Is there an outcome for the decision? Really getting the sense that this reading, Cancer, is more about the how, teaching you how to manage the circumstance rather than the what. Okay, so we know that there are things moving and changing in your life at the moment. We have the moving on card. So you're moving from one season in your life to a new season, which is great. This is positive energy, and you're moving something towards something that's positive. So, you know, to be honest, one of the other things that helps you in how to move forward is to move towards the light. What feels lighter, what feels brighter and more inspiring? Remember, we started out with very upbeat energy, you know, following your dreams. You know, this is inspiration. So remember, when you're making your decision and you're making your choices, what makes you feel most inspired and most connected to your purpose? Follow the light. That's where your dreams are. That's the direction for you to take. These beautiful green leaves that are falling represent new life as well. So take the step forward and just keep taking one step at a time. Next step, next step, next step. And things are going to be revealed to you. Now, you're still in this struggle with your thoughts and your fears. And, you know, it's interesting. When something's come up here, Cancer, where you have been for a period of time in your life, struggling in silence, suffering in silence, keeping pain in your heart, quite close to your heart, that perhaps a lot of other people have not known about. And in some ways, the fear about moving forward is that you can't believe that good can come your way. And it's you want to believe it, you so desperately want it, but there's almost like, really? Is this possible? Is it? And it's causing delays for you in making a decision, because there is fear that's preventing you. And Spirit truly is trying to encourage you to overcome this fear. It's only something that you can do. No one else can do it for you. But Spirit is actually working with you to let you know that you've got your A-team, you've got your support here around you. You've been given some advice about making sure that everything, the energy around you, is about equal exchange. Don't give too much of yourself away. Don't expect too much from others. It's about a balance. So that's about the how. And of course, just, you know, being present in the present moment, being present, and just doing the do is sometimes what you've just got to do, is one step in front of the other. And about consistency of effort, you know, consistency. So again, I think that is your pathway out of this place where you have been worried and fearful. And just to keep going and keep moving towards the light. She's even focused on the light there. He's focused on the light. You just need to keep moving towards that light. that where it feels more inspiring, people who inspire you and lift you, things that feel close to your purpose and to your heart, right? Close to your heart. And I do feel that you've got someone around you who is supporting you in this journey. Now we've got the wisdom card here that's turned up. So again, I feel there's similar to the king of water here. We've got someone who is sort of like a mentor, someone that you can go to, who's going to be able to share some wisdom with you and give you some guidance, which is fantastic. So let's take another look at the meaning of this card. Because, you know, when we're going through change, it can be tough unless we've got someone to help us along the way. So it says here, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So are you teachable, Cancer? Are you ready to shift away from that fear and those limiting beliefs? Are you ready to take the leap? If you are, this person is ready to help you get there. So this is the spiritual teacher who's going to influence you and step into your life to give you some wisdom for the journey. So look out for this person, okay? This person will have education and knowledge, and they'll be able to integrate spirituality into the laws of your physical life and how things are playing out physically in your life. This person could also be a compassionate person. It could be maybe your partner, a loving partner, or you know, a loyal friend. We've got the dog in the picture here that represents loyalty. And it's about you being ready to learn, ready to hear the message, ready to hear the wisdom, and knowing that you have unlimited potential. This is really your growth opportunity to get rid of those limiting beliefs that you've been carrying around with you that have kept you stuck in a place of fear for too long. It is time to get rid of that energy. It's about now creating balance, consistency, not swinging to moments of fear and then back to party. It's about staying in the middle. It's about being present. It's about being consistent. It's about the long-term journey. You may also be drawn during this time to an organisation or a group of like-minded people. That's great because they also support you in your journey and they turn up to match your energy just as you need it. Yeah, so that's fantastic. So be aware of anyone who's turning up in your life to support you in that way. Now we have the heart chakra, which again is, just reminding you, come from the heart, not from the mind. The heart is also where our intuition is, and we kind of refer to the heart in terms of our soul and our higher self. It's being open to believing that good is going to unfold. It's also being open to your own potentiality. Sometimes if we only rely on our mind, it's our mind that brings us back to a place of fear. Okay? Now our mind may be good for problem solving, but it also is about the ego, and we can have that chatterbox mind that can take us into a place of fear, and that is the opposite energy to being in the heart chakra. So Spirit has been very generous in giving you a lot of assistance around how to move through this part of your soul journey, to move closer towards your dreams, and recognizing the support that is around you at the moment, and how to go through this period of time of growth. I guess it's not an overnight thing, Cancer. It's about learning how to go through this process and really ditching those fears. Just bring yourself back to a place of neutrality and balance, and what can you do to help create that balance within you? Are you giving yourself enough, or are you giving all of your energy and attention away to other people? So, use this as an opportunity to give back to you. Tap into your dream and what you love doing. It's so funny, when we're doing what we love, we forget about our fears. This ballerina is doing what she loves. She's not thinking about what she's afraid of, because all of her energy and focus is on what she loves. That's the best way to melt fear, hands down. Get out of your head and just go and do what it is that you love. All right, so we've got the angel messages. Angel messages, what do you have to share with us in terms of wisdom for Cancer in this time, a journey through the end of June? We have the miracle of nature. You know, it's such a healing energy when we step into nature. It also activates our heart chakra. Look, we've got the green energy of the heart chakra. We've got the green energy of the nature card. If you are struggling with fear, go for a walk in nature. This will help you to open your heart and will help you to connect back in with your passion and what you love to do. Okay, so that's another how. It's another tip on how to melt that fear, is to get back into nature and to open your heart. Nature and fresh air is just fabulous for getting out of our head. What else? Connect with music. So Cancer, what music do you love? What music inspires you? Another tip for helping you to get out of your fear is to tap into music that lifts your energy. Not music that's going to make you feel sad, and not music that's going to make you feel depressed and heavy, but music that lifts you. It could be meditation music. It could be upbeat music of your favorite genre of music. You know, whatever it is that you know makes you tap into your heart. That's a great way to lift your energy and to bring you back to things that you love to do. Okay, great. All right. So I'm feeling that there's still something unsaid. So let's take a quick look at the Light Seer Tarot deck for anything that you're not seeing at the moment that needs to be revealed. What needs to be revealed to Cancer to help them with the wisdom around this part of the journey for them? So we have the Eight of Cups here. Eight of Cups. Well, you know, this card looks as though you're leaving something, you're walking away from something that's not fulfilling, but I actually sensing from this card in this particular reading, it's more about the energy of you walking towards something rather than away. You know, so you're walking towards that sun, and yeah, you may not know exactly what's ahead of you, but you're forward focused and you're going towards that sun, which is, you know, that dream that you're walking towards, you know. So keep, in the moments where you may doubt yourself, just keep forward focused. Keep reminding yourself, what is it that you love to do? Move towards that energy. And I feel like you're ready to leave behind sort of that emotional despair that you've so often felt. You know, you're kind of sick of this energy. You're sick of always knowing that you revert to a space of fear. And it feels like this, like same old. But this is you walking away from the lake, which represents deep emotions. It's like, you know, I'm kind of done with this. And you're not even looking back. You're walking towards that sun, and that's what you want. You're over feeling the depth of your emotions, Cancer. Because Cancer, let's face it, you are a water sign and you are deeply emotional at times. But I feel at the moment, you're kind of done with that. You really want to have a lighter energy. You're ready for that. So Spirit's helping you by helping you to lift you out of that deeper emotions. Don't forget to connect in with people around you that are there to support you. That will help you to, you know, move away from procrastination, from fear, keep being forward focused. Yeah. And then we have the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess is highly intuitive. And here she is, she's spending time tapping into Spirit, meditating, really trying to sort of gain the insights that Spirit is offering her. So she's also about seeing what's not necessarily visible in the physical realm. So she's looking for a meaning and illumination, and she's looking to find this illumination and this wisdom from beyond the veil, meaning the spiritual realm. In order to really tap into that, we need to quiet the mind and quieten the body, and we do that particularly well when we're meditating. During this period of time, you may want to sort of be mindful of what your dreams are letting you know. So keep a pen and paper next to your bed, because in your unconscious moments, like when you're sleeping in your dreams, I feel like Spirit is going to be giving you a download of insights and wisdom. Some small aha moments. You may be dreaming of things that represent something to you or are associated with a particular feeling. Don't be too worried about the detail of the dream, but rather how it is making you feel. If you have an image of something, what does that image represent for you? Write that down, because it'll be a tip for you to help you understand what you're focused on or what you need to shift your focus to. Pay attention also to synchronicities in your life at the moment, because you're going to be getting little nudges from Spirit to help you stay on track so you don't get off track, which can happen very easily in the beginning part of our journey. Remembering we want to stay with the consistency of you moving forward. So giving yourself times for quiet introspection is really important. So Cancer, I'm going to leave it at that. There's a lot of advice, tips and guidance there for you going forward, and I encourage you to re-watch the video so that you remember some of the great advice here. So I'm wishing you well, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.